be totally suitable for all levels of fitness, and all you need is a set of dumbbells. But if you don't have dumbbells, don't worry, you could totally do this workout with body weight. Today, the 6 exercises we're going to be doing are a goblet squat, a reverse lunge, dumbbell side bend for the core, then we're going to do some deadlifts, glute bridge down on the floor, and a bicycle crunch. All right, as always, we are going to start with a quick warm-up, then we're going to get into the work, and then we're going to finish it off with a quick cool down, all right? So let's start with a nice jog on the spot. All right, if you're not quite ready to jog on the spot, you're going to march, all right? I want you to think about taking some nice big deep breaths, keeping that core engaged, or keeping that belly button pulled in, shoulders are back, chest is proud. All right, so just getting warmed up. We want to get that heart pumping a little bit harder. We want to get those lungs working a little bit harder. And of course, we want to get the joints and muscles nice and warm too. All right. Woo. Make sure you're taking some nice big deep breaths. Remember, just jogging, even if you want to just make it a smaller jog, that's totally fine. Remember, the name of the game today is just go at your own pace, all right? Do what feels good for you. Let's go into some jumping jacks now. Your modification is going to be an alternating side tap. All right, nice big strong arms. Core still nice and tight. Make sure you're taking nice big deep breaths. I like jumping jacks because it's a lateral movement, so we're moving out to the side. Pretty much everything we do day to day is moving forward and back. So it's nice to get that lateral movement in there too. All right, a few more of those. Remember, this is your option. All right, let's go into hip openers now. Core still pulled in tight. So we're making little rainbows with our knees. All right, these are also called gate openers. Great to loosen up the hips, warm up that hip joint. Of course, this is a lower body workout, so that means it's going to involve a lot of hip movement. All right, and let's go into a little side to side lunge. Oh, these feel nice. Core still pulled in nice and tight. Nice stretch through the inner thighs. Whew, feels good. Keep it going. All right, nice big deep breaths. All right, let's go through it one more quick time. Just getting those jogs in. All right, if you can, you're moving a little bit faster now, all right? A little bit bigger than when we started. All right, core still tight, chest proud. Keep going. Even if you're still in that marching mood, you can still make it a little bit bigger. All right, a few more jumping jacks. Remember that alternating side tap. And you can still make that a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger. Keep it going, couple more. All right. Now, let's walk it out just a little bit. Let's take a couple nice big deep breaths all the way in. Oh, let it out. One more. All right, go grab those weights, have a quick sip of water, meet me back here in 30 seconds. All right, let's get ready to work. So remember, we're working for 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Grab those weights if you're using them. Our first move is that goblet squat. All right, here we go. Feet are shoulder width apart. Weight is at your chest. Squatting down, squeezing up. All right, core is in nice and tight. Sending those hips back and squeezing them to come up. This is called a goblet squat because we're holding the weight at our chest. All right, press and squeeze. Oh, yes. You got 10 more seconds, keep going. In about 5 seconds, we're gonna rest before we go into our next move. All right, okay. Quick 15-second rest. Our next move is gonna be an alternating reverse lunge. So you're gonna be stepping back into a lunge and pressing up. All right, with weights or no weight, up to you. Shoulders back, core tight. Here we go, step it back, press up. Now you can lunge forward as well if that's your preference. For the most part, I find that people find the reverse lunge to be a little bit easier than the forward lunge. And you know, it's okay to wobble around a little bit, right? We're here to get better, we're here to get stronger, but balance varies from day to day. Shoulders are back, core is tight. All right, quick rest, And now we have a quick core move. All right, shoulders are back. This is a dumbbell side bend. We're working our obliques. So shoulders are back, core's pulled in nice and tight. We're gonna tick-tock from side to side. All right, here we go. All right. So we're thinking about stretching and crunching through those obliques. You don't even have to use weights for this, but think about pulling that belly button into the front, in, and tick-tock from side to side. All right, feeling that stretch and crunch through the side of our body, through those obliques. 5 more seconds, keep going. We're gonna rest for 15 in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, deadlifts. One of my favorite lower body moves, great for the posterior chain, so working the glutes and hamstrings, but also your core. Feet are in a neutral stance, nice soft bend in the knees. The shoulders are back, core is pulled in tight. You're gonna hinge at the hips, squeeze the glutes and hamstrings to come up. All right, always thinking about having a nice neutral spine. All right, so a nice flat back. Okay, what we don't wanna see is this rounding through the back. All right, keep those shoulders back, keep that belly button pulled in, and keep those weights nice and close to your legs. Couple more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have 2 more moves to finish block 1. Let's get down to the ground. We're doing the glute bridge. All right, so feet are hip width apart. You can put your weights on your chest, on your hips, sorry. If you don't want to use weights, you don't have to. All right, you're gonna press through your heels and lift up through your butt. Now, we're not trying to arch as high as we can. We're trying to actually tuck our hips under and squeeze the glutes. Keep going. Press up and squeeze. Don't rush through it. Always take that time to make that mind-muscle connection, all right? Think about the muscles that you're working. Make sure you're squeezing. Keep going, we got 5 more seconds. You're almost there. Press up, squeeze, yes. Woo! All right, weights. One more move to finish this block, it's a bicycle crunch. So you wanna think about pulling your belly button down to the floor so there's no air under your back. All right, you're gonna be bringing your elbow across your body to your opposite knee. Here we go. I want you to breathe and exhale with every rotation. If you need to modify, all right, you can tap your feet on the ground. Keep going. Thinking about pulling that belly button into the floor. All right, don't rush through it. Make sure you're breathing. Keep going. We're almost there. You have 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Oh! All right. Block 1 is done. We're gonna repeat that 2 more times. Have a quick sip of water. We'll be back here in 30 seconds. All right, everybody, it's time for round 2. You know exactly what to expect, so now is your chance to make it just a little bit better, a little bit stronger than that first round. All right, we're starting with that goblet squat. Here we go. Time is on. So feet are about hip or shoulder width apart. Toes are pointing forward or even slightly turned out. All right, core is pulled in nice and tight. You're sending those hips back, squeezing the glutes to come up. Really think about drawing that belly button in towards your spine. Think about keeping your chest nice and proud. All right, so we don't want to be coming down. We want to be nice and upright. Last one. All right, we're going into that alternating reverse lunge. Remember, body weight is definitely an option. If you need to hold on to a wall or a chair, you can totally do that too. All right, shoulders are back. So I always like to reset. Belly button pulled in tight, we're stepping back. All right, press up through that heel and squeeze your butt to come up. Still thinking about pulling that belly button in nice and tight, keeping those shoulders back. All right, so we don't want to be coming forward. All right, we want those shoulders back, core pulled in nice and tight. Still thinking about squeezing that butt. All right, we've got about 10 seconds left. You can do it. Come on. If halfway through you need to ditch the weights, that's totally fine too. All right, 15 seconds of rest. We're going into that core move now for the obliques. All right, remember, dumbbells are optional. Shoulders are back. Standing nice and tall. Core pulled in tight. All right, here we go. Just a little tick-tock from side to side. Still thinking about the muscles that you're working, all right? Your obliques. So it's like a stretch and a crunch every time. Both sides are working, thinking about pulling that belly button in the front. Now sometimes you have this tendency to start to round forward. If that happens, you just reset. Keep going. Working the side of the body. 5 seconds, come on. Couple more. Yes. All right, my favorite move, the deadlift. All right, this one takes a little bit of practice to get the form, but let's set it up. Head to toe checklist. Feet are neutral, toes pointing forward, soft bend in the knees, core pulled in tight, shoulders are back. Here we go, we're hinging at the hips. Squeeze the glutes and hamstrings to come up. Think about shaving your legs with your weights. So if you're using dumbbells or a barbell or even soup cans, you want to make sure that that weight is tracking over your shoelaces at all times. All right, nice flat back. So we don't want to stay nice and flat and then let the shoulders go, right? We want to keep them back. Squeeze the glutes to come up. Come on, one more. Yes, all right. 2 more moves, down on the floor. Glute bridge and then bicycle crunch. On your back, remember weight is optional. Feet are hip width apart. If you're using weights, you're putting them on your hips. You're gonna press up and squeeze your butt. Little pelvic tilt, squeeze the glutes. All right, make sure you're feeling it. Press up and squeeze. Think about keeping that core tight. All right, your core is gonna be working for this entire workout. Keep going. Press it up and squeeze. 10 seconds. All right, did you know that your glutes are actually core? Right, your core is actually this whole center part of your body. Keep squeezing, come on. Go on, ooh. All right, put those weights to the side. Last move for block 2, bicycle crunch. So again, belly button pulled down to the floor. Exhaling with every rotation. Your modification is to tap those feet on the floor. All right? Otherwise, your intermediate is going to be to extend the legs. I also like the scissor variation. All right? Still breathing, come on. Still thinking about pulling that belly button to the floor. You can do it, come on. Whichever version you're doing, if you need to take a break, that's fine, and then you get back to it. Remember, you're going at your own pace. You got 3 seconds, 2 and 1. Oh! Okay. Guess what, guys? You just have to do that one more time. You're almost there, all right? Quick sip of water, meet me back here. Let's finish this thing strong. All right, guys, let's do this thing one more time. If you've worked out with me before, you know that your third set is your best set. Let's go, we're going into squats. Let's do it. All right, this is your last chance, so make it count. Squeeze. Maybe you can get a little bit deeper. Maybe you can go a little bit heavier with weights if that's an option for you. Keep going. Core is pulled in tight. Now, if you don't like the goblet hold, you can have your weights up at your shoulders. You can have weights down by your side. But the name of the game here is to send those hips back, press through your heels, squeeze your glutes. 3 seconds, come on. Yes, all right. Reverse lunge, last time, with weights or without. You can have them down at your side, up at your shoulders. You can do that goblet hold, or you can do body weight. I'm gonna go body weight today. All right, here we go. Shoulders are back. Let's go. So, I love using weights, but sometimes it's nice to lower the weights or even drop the weights altogether and really focus on your form and your range of motion and that mind-muscle connection. All right, sometimes we're so focused on going heavier that often we forget to just do the movement as best as we can, right? Still squeezing, core pulled in tight. Come on, we're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, our core move, that dumbbell side bend. I'm gonna pick up those weights. All right, reset every single time. Always take that second to just reset yourself. Shoulders are back, chest is proud, core pulled in tight. Here we go. Tick-tock. Tip from side to side. So I want you to think about standing nice and tall the entire time, like there's a string pulling you from the top of your head. Stretch and crunch, come on. You're almost there. Feel those obliques. Why do we want to move those obliques? Very functional muscle, right? We use our obliques for rotation. We do a lot of rotation in a day. 3, 2, and 1. As I reach to put these down, I'm rotating, right? Okay, so if you play any sports, rotational strength, super important. All right, deadlifts, final time. Head to toe checklist. Feet, knees, shoulders, core. Let's do it, 30 seconds. Time is on. No time to waste. Hinge the hips. Nice flat back. Hamstrings, glutes, core. Come on. Squeeze it. Nice flat back. Keep those shoulders plugged in. Come on. Belly button pulled in tight. Squeeze those glutes. Now, everybody's range of motion is going to be a little bit different. If you're just going here, that's fine. All right, almost there. Oh, that's the last one. Okay, 2 final moves on the floor. Glute bridge and bicycle crunch. All right, here we go. Put those weights on your hips. In 3 seconds, we're going for it. If you're ready, start now. Let's go, come on. So we're tucking those hips under, squeezing the glutes. Make sure you're breathing. Sync that movement with your breath. Make that mind-muscle connection. All right, so think about the muscles that you're working and squeeze, come on. So remember, we're not trying to press as high as we can. We're trying to press up, tuck the hips under. Come on. You're almost there, you got 5 seconds. Breathe and squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, yes. All right, weights to the side. Bicycle crunch. You know what to do. Belly button in. All right, press it down to the floor. No air. Exhale with every rotation. Here we go. You got this, come on. So think about pulling that belly button down the entire time. Remember your modification. You're almost there, come on. Remember, there's no shame in just being like, oh, I need a break for a second. Take it, and then get back to it. Come on, this is the end. We can see the finish line. You're almost there. You got 5 seconds. Come on, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, 3 rounds done. Don't go anywhere yet, though. We're gonna take a quick couple minutes to stretch and cool down. Grab some water if you need it, and meet me right back here. All right, you guys did it. Now it's time to take a quick couple minutes to cool down and stretch. Today I thought we would do our stretch down on the floor since we were already there. So let's start with a little hamstring stretch. So you just want to extend your legs out in front of you. Take a nice big deep breath, and as you exhale, just fold forward. If you can touch your toes, awesome. If you can only make it to your knees, that's totally fine. You can even bend your knees, all right? Whatever it takes just to feel a nice gentle stretch through those hamstrings. All right, couple deep breaths. Okay, let's go on to our side here. We're gonna do a little quad stretch. You can do this standing if you'd like to, but this takes balance out of the equation, so it's a nice way to stretch the front of that leg. Ooh, feels good. Feel a nice little stretch to that hip flexor too. All right, and let's flip it around, other side. Now you can do whatever stretches feel good for you. You can always hold it a little bit longer, but I'm just gonna run you through a bit of an express stretch. All right, anything is always better than nothing, but if you have some extra time at the end, I would love if you stuck around and did a little bit more. Okay, now a nice little stretch for the hips and glutes. If you can, cross that ankle over your knee and pull it in. Take some nice big deep breaths. This always feels really, really nice on the hips and glutes. If you'd like, you can take this actually right down to the floor and reach through and hold on to either your hamstring or your shin. Now, whether you're seated or lying down, you're just gonna switch sides, same thing. I'm down here, so I'm gonna stay down here. I'm gonna reach through and just feel that nice stretch. This stretch always feels good. Awesome. Couple deep breaths. Now let's just roll up. And even though it was a lower body focus workout, I always like to do a little chest stretch. So if you can, interlace your fingers behind your back. Oh, roll your shoulders back. And just feel that opening through your chest. If you can't quite grasp, you can always just put your hands behind you. We spend so much time hunched over our computer and our phone and our steering wheel. It just feels nice to open it up. When you're ready, come on up to your feet. I always like to seal the deal with a nice, super big cleansing deep breath. So inhale all the way in and let it all the way out. All right, thank you so much for joining me today for this lower body workout. Make sure you visit our exercise library for more videos just like this. Have an awesome day.